So Raw begins with a recap. And the recap is basically Balor and Rollins, Reigns and fucking Rusev, and Orton, Lesnar. Okay, yeah. The 3 biggest hype matches for the Raw side. One of them is on SmackDown, and the other we really don't give a fuck about because of who's in it. We don't care about Reigns or Rusev to a point. It's just, yeah. But Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, for the WWE Universal Championship, that name sucks. That belt better, like I said before, that belt better look out fucking standing. That's the only thing that can save face. And there better be a fucking belt. If there's no fucking belt, if it's just a title and nothing to go around, motherfuckers, that would just be, or if it's a medallion or some shit like that, that would be a laughing stock. It would just be funny to me. I don't know. But yeah, the fucking show starts off like that. So you go on to Foley, and Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan is going to clear the air tonight. Why are they going to waste time on the air doing this? They could have just had it via satellite or something. They don't need that shit in the fucking ring or even near the ring, because even backstage would have been fine. But they're damn well they're gonna have that shit in the ring later, and it's like, fuck that. So, oh yeah, Diddy is a part of the show. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares about Puff Daddy, Pete Diddy, whatever the fuck? This is wrestling. Keep it that way. I thought we got rid of the guest hosts and shit like that. Is he going to make matches? Is he going to perform? Is he going to steal some songs and is he going to steal wrestlers' theme songs and shit and perform them or whatever, or have them on his next album or whatever the fuck. Anyway, so you get Enzo and Cass. All right, they do the usual stick. Okay, look, I like Enzo and Cass, I really do, but they run their shit way too long. Every fucking show, because there's only 2 exciting points of what they're talking about. Yes, what they say gets a little bit of reaction here and there, but it's always the intro and the outro that gets any type of attention from Enzo and Cass. My name is Enzo Amore. There's only one word to describe you. We look forward to that, and that's it. Anything in between is like, ugh. And speaking of anything in between, yeah, you have Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has got Chris Jericho's back. 2 Canadians against 2 certified G's. I just don't understand that. So is it called Jericho or Jerichoans? Whatever the fuck it is, it's not going to last long. So, yeah, they have their war of the words inside the ring, whatever. And, yeah, it just went on and on. Yeah, there was a couple of good points about it, but it still went on and on. So, yeah, Enzo against Chris Jericho was set. And Chris Jericho wins by disqualification. Yes, Kevin Owens was doing the whole distraction thing, and the code breaker was hit, and Cass couldn't take it anymore and just starts on the attack. Okay, fine. It was by DQ, and a match was announced at SummerSlam. Enzo and Cass versus Jericho, or Jerichoans, or Jericho and Owens. Duh. Okay, we saw that fucking coming. So, from that to, Nia Jax crushes another Wait. It wasn't Nia. It was Braun Strowman. Can't tell those 2 apart. Due to how they're both being booked and their matches and so on and so forth, I can't tell them apart, because it's just a simple fact of the matter that they're both doing the same type of hype. At least Nia can end up somewhere. Braun Strowman, he just can't. He's not going to get anywhere. He's not going to, no, okay? It's another jobber who he was getting interviewed and he didn't say anything. He just got destroyed. There's no fucking impact. There's just no point. There's nothing, no. Fuck that. Diddy, Daddy, Puppy, whatever, talks to Mick Foley, and then the New Day shows up. Well, 2/3 of them. You have Big E that's injured, and you have Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Yeah, so I see why Diddy was there. Yeah, Bad Boy, 20 years, get together. Yeah, reunion. Yeah, concert. Who fuck cares? If we really wanted to see that shit, we tune into something else. Again, yeah, they all shared a box of Bootios, and okay, fine. So, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. We saw this last week, and we got a little bit more this week with Darren Young actually winning the fucking match by pulling the tights, and Bob Backlund had his back turned so he didn't see it, so he couldn't run Darren Young down about, cheaters never win! Again, the match wasn't great, wasn't horrible, but it wasn't all that fucking great. Just end this feud and then just move on from there. So, Seth Rollins talks about Finn Balor. Okay, he goes about, Finn Balor's not his real name, and alright. I like where Seth is going with this. He wants everybody, he's opening the door as far as people, you want to know who Finn Balor is? This is who he is, if you don't know who he is already. And they did more of that later with Finn Balor himself. But, Seth does his usual stick. Bravo. I understand. And, highlight of this show was pretty much this hype for the Universal Championship. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Everyone can't wait for the fucking match. And there's more on that later. Sheamus has a new Titantron, and he faced Cesaro. Cesaro wins. It was a very cool, physical type of match. But, Sheamus kind of had Cesaro, but I'm happy Cesaro won. But there's more to come on this later on, and it's just, This is not going to go anywhere. This feud is not going to go anywhere. This is going to stay. And due to what happened later on in the night, it's like, this is, shit, Cesaro, man. He should be world champion by now, or at least going for a world title. Maybe they'll go after the Universal title. But to me, Cesaro is just missing the killer instinct. He is. He needs to stop smiling, go there, whoop ass, throw people around, and stop with the joking, and then just destroy. That's what he needs to do as a face. Become a badass face. That's what he's missing. So, you have the whole side, the whole interview thing between Orton and Lesnar. Now, one thing that was said during this transaction here, Orton was pissed off at Lesnar because Lesnar left, and because Lesnar didn't like people. Lesnar left to pursue different things because they compared the two careers of OVW and getting called up, and one was on Raw, one was on SmackDown, and so on and so forth. Even though they faced each other before on SmackDown, and Orton got a couple of moves off, but Brock wasn't even a beast that time, and Brock still won. Anyway, one thing that stuck out is that Orton was pissed that Brock had left, and because he didn't like people. Listen, this is coming from someone that went UA from the Marines. If you're going to talk about anybody that has to do with sticking around and or integrity, you chose the wrong motherfucker to say those words. You're acting like that we just forget about shit, that we just have Alzheimer's most of the time, that, we won't remember this shit within the next 5, 10, 20 years. Especially for motherfuckers that know their wrestling history and know the history of the wrestlers that are outside of their fucking, wrestling career. We know about that shit. So, for Orton to say that shit, that pissed me off as a veteran. Fuck Orton, okay? Hope he gets annihilated at SummerSlam. But they're trying to build it up so Orton has a fucking chance in the slightest. And yes, he'll get a couple of moves off, but it better not be a exchange of a fucking match. It better not fucking be that way. It just better not. So, that pissed me off when Orton said that shit. No. So, the Dudleys face Sin Cara and Neville, which Sin Cara and Neville actually pulls off due to the miscommunication of Bubba Ray and Devon. They kind of hint at, Bubba Ray being mad at Devon. Maybe they're going to break up down the road. Maybe Bubba Ray's going to go singles competition. Who knows? But the Dudleys are there to put motherfuckers over. That's it. There's not... Anyway. So you have Rusev and Lana. Look. Yes, they got buried over the weekend. Yes, that's a big deal. But as soon as you see in the ring that there's cakes and shit like that, you know it was fun. You know it was coming. It's like, okay, Q Reigns and Q Cake on or in somebody. Let no behold, Reigns comes out. He tries to throw some jokes around. A fucking mail order bride. That okay? I chuckled on that. I admit, but we were just like, all right, Cake, go on somebody, please, and end this segment because that segment went way too long for three motherfuckers that we just don't want to hear from at all. Rusev, Lana. Lana, we want to see. We don't want to hear her talk all the fucking time. And then there's Reigns, who needs to stay away from the fucking microphone. That segment went way too fucking long, and it's like nobody cares. Get to the Cake. Come on, get to the Cake. That's what motherfuckers felt like. So they got to the Cake, and it ends up all on Lana and shit like that. And it wasn't carnage around the ring, and yeah, there was a little beatdown, but anyway. So from toast to challenge to Cake on Lana. That's what it was, and the challenge was accepted by Mick Foley, of all people. Yeah, at SummerSlam, you will defend your United States Championship against Roman Reigns, which doesn't make any sense to me because maybe they'll have him tap. Maybe. I don't know. Giving him the United States Championship, okay, the only reason why they will do that, so Rusev and Lana will have time off for their honeymoon. Other than that, I don't understand. I just don't. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So, Sasha versus Dana. If Dana wins, handicap match at SummerSlam. Sasha wins, Dana is barred from ringside. Why are they always trying to come up with stipulations to bar someone from ringside away from Charlotte? Like Charlotte needs someone. That's what's killing her career right now. First she needed Rick, now it's Dana. Now and it's like, come on, now just let her go on her own and have her wreak havoc and shit like that. Sasha wins the match. Duh. So it won't be a handicap match at SummerSlam. But at the end of the day, it's like, someone's going to fucking interfere or something's going to happen. Charlotte's not going to get that belt back. She's just not. It's not feasible for her to get this belt back. Anyway. So, Finn Balor has his interview. And he goes by why his names are his names. And goes by history. And goes by mythology. Once again, Seth was stage 1. Balor was stage 2. Look, now everyone's going to start getting familiar about who this motherfucker is, and they hinted at the demon side that he was showing on NXT. Bring that in at SummerSlam and have this demon win this championship. That's the only way that fucking makes sense. And even next week, Seth Rollins is going to call out this demon. Don't let Kane come out, please. Let the demon of Finn Balor come out, please. So, you have Anderson and Gallows dressed in fucking doctor's robes and shit like that. Jokes about nuts and balls and Big E's injury and ring postitis. That was kind of funny. I really got a kick out of that, making fun of that shit. And Gallows beats Kofi Kingston in a relatively quick fashion. I'm glad they had it quick, nice and easy to illustrate a point that they're threats for this championship, for the tag team championships. They try to do the ring postitis to freaking Kofi, and Xavier Woods makes the save with a chair. Okay, fine. We don't even know if Big E's going to be around for SummerSlam, but this may be the point where New Day costs up the belts. I like the fact they announced Demolition and the World Tag Team Championship as far as being the longest reign. I like the way they threw that in there because, once again, we don't have Alzheimer's and we're not fucking stupid. Okay? So, end the golden truth. End it. They're not going anywhere. They're not winning any titles. We can't take them seriously. Meeting up with Scooby-Doo, end that shit. Please. Looking at Pokemon Go, end this team. We're not excited about it. We don't care. We know it's a comedy act, but we can't take this seriously. End the golden truth. Please. At least it's better than the jizzing truth, but still, end this. Doesn't make any sense. It's not going anywhere. So, at the end of the night, you have Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan. Yeah, they were, comparing. They went with their usual good guy, run down each other and their shows. We understand that it's nature of competition and all. Yeah, my show's better than yours. No, my show is better than yours. Yeah. Randy Orton came to the crowd. I apologize, but he got the best of Brock. Oh, I apologize too. Brock Lesnar coming, but he got the best of Randy. Yeah, yes, he did. And Rusev comes out. Okay, look. Talking about, we don't even have a champion on this show. If Randy would have came out, to me, it wouldn't have happened. I'm a champion. I'm the best champion of the show. We don't need a champion on the show. I'm the best champion of the show. Blah, 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 blah. So, Cesaro comes out. Said that he's beat Sheamus. You said, you're a man of the word. You said, if I beat this motherfucker, I can get a title shot. And Foley makes a match right there. Basically just bypasses the whole Daniel Bryan, Mick Foley shtick because that wasn't going anywhere anyway. So they have a match. Rusev wins only because Sheamus coming out. Duh. We knew that shit was going to happen. Here's the carrot. Off the cliff you go. That's basically teasing us for Cesaro getting a title again. And lo and behold, what else happens? Duh. Reigns comes out at the end. Rusev couldn't end this night on a high note. He just couldn't. So Reigns comes out and spears. And it's like, ugh. Okay. You close the show off with Roman Reigns, not with Finn Balor, not with Seth Rollins. You close this shit off with Reigns. That's some fucked up ass shit. You're still trying to solidify Roman Reigns over the fact that, okay, we got a new championship coming. Why is that? Why isn't any segment of this new championship ending the fucking show? Doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, so Cesaro and Sheamus are not done. And they tried to hype up Rusev and fucking Reigns, but it just no one's fucking convinced, okay? Except maybe the women and children out there. Yeah, grown men are happy he's out of the world title picture, but still, no one's convinced of this shit. So, this Raw, yeah, I understand it's leading up to SummerSlam, but nothing really big happened. It's just. They better improve. They better get better. They better get better, and soon, because it's like, fuck, we're sick of all the fucking lead-ups that are not really exciting. Too long segments. Shorten the segments. Have more matches. Have better matches. Yeah, please. Shit. Anyway, hope SmackDown Live is better this week. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both be hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. Raw, you need to fucking get better. Especially if you're going to bring in this new championship in, you better fucking improve as soon as possible. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.